joining the group here. Clearly see the outline of the headstones. Wow. Yeah, you don't see the wooden head markers too much. Shell very symbolic of protection. Just guardians against evil. Plus, it was seen as kind of a. I mean, in the black tradition, they believed if you picked up the shell, you could actually speak to the person who was buried here. It was kind of like a phone receiver.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff, the original burial decoration has probably, been destroyed or cleaned away, but they would have had everything from like telephones to different things. They literally thought, it was a way of communing with the dead. So, that person could have picked up that shell and, talked into it, and, it was kind of a way of connecting.
I would have never done that.
Well,
I like how it says sleep us in here and take thy rest.
I've got a John Jacob Henley buried here. 1865. The wooden markers are extraordinarily rare.
I've never ever seen this one.
Yeah. They, some of them are shaped crudely like figures. So you see sort of the head and the body here represented. They were probably washed in paint blue at one time. But yeah, most of these have been stolen, destroyed, obviously. It's amazing that they've survived in any.
Stacy, the kids that died? There's some of them, because that was one of the names of the board. There's a name on her last name. She works at that school. Where's this school? She works in the library? Good. At least that might be a way of talking about it. They said that up north you don't see wooden tombstones like this at all. The one that I had seen.
Yeah, they're very. You have like the small child figure right there. The little head and the body. Then you have more of an adult shape here. Yeah, this is cool. Very cool.
I thought you'd like the cemetery.
Well, especially I'm very into the whole African side of things here, so this one just laying prostrate there. And again, we have a really good figure shape here. Some of them are figure and then some of them aren't. They took that time to make that little cut to resemble a head, and then some of them don't have that. Oh, they were decorated like faces. They were decorated. They would have decorated them with, eyes and nose, and some of them. Okay. The Dashers. Memory of Lydia Fryermuth. 73. Now I'm with the number who safe in Jesus sleep, from which blessed slumber none ever awake to weep. Well, hold that thought. Peter, presumably her husband, he was 80, died 7 years or so after his wife.
Yeah, see, you can see right here. See, they were carved on.
Yeah, we've got a carved one right here. Can we get a picture of this, somebody? This one's really exceptional, actually. I'm almost going to say it's either, I don't know if it's Wyeth or Acuff.
E.
Lina. It's a Lina. L-Y-U-N-H. A Lina, which is a April 1908, maybe 1918. Could be 1878.
That one tried to be colored, but it's too long. They probably are.
What? You think? By picking up a piece of wood in the woods. Wow. Samuel Dasher, born 1790, died 1857. Yeah, some old families out here. J.J. Height, more Salzburgers. The Dashers, definitely. 1838, 1881. We only have the child graves here. And then way out, well, that's a fence post. Never mind, those aren't graves. Clearly, many Black Americans buried here. Slaves and freedmen, possibly. Over here on the edge, we've got an original small child's headstone. Looks like the furthest grave out. Property. You can tell some relatives still come here and burn wood and sit around and talk to spirits. The furthest headstone out, our beloved daughter, Mary Ella Dasher. Looks like she died at 3 years of age. She was born July 22nd, died September 22nd, 1863. Another view of the cemetery at dusk. Really, really neat. Amazing. Classic. Classic, and I'm freezing. We are leaving. Well, let's go over here and see if we have any final comments. Got any final comments from the cemetery? Any impressions?
I think most of the people here were very loved and cherished. You can feel that.
I agree. I feel that too.
You can feel it wholeheartedly. There's something about the trees, and I'm not quite sure yet. But the spot was chosen for a specific reason.
Yeah, I agree. Agreed.
But I also think that there's more than just this. I mean, there's the original thing.
Right.
And I really feel there's probably more, like maybe over there across the road or something. But I feel that there was a lot more.
Oh yeah, there's definitely been a loss here. I mean, some of the stones have been destroyed by time.
Well, that, and they've had floods here. And
What?
other things. There's been a couple floods come through.
Oh yeah,
and
absolutely.
Stuff, so.
Sure.
But like, that tree I get something from. I'm not sure what yet, but the big tree.
Right.
It's like it just sounds like totally retarded, but that's like a mother tree that's
Not at all. In fact, there's a tradition, I can't quite recall it, but they call it the wisdom tree, and basically every Sunday the elders of the church would come out to the wisdom tree, and it would basically be like a meeting with the elders. So that could have been the wisdom tree for those Sunday, and still maybe. I mean, they still may come out here, now and then do that.
It's like one of those things you just want to go touch, that you feel. And some of the markings on the tree, whether by Mother Nature or not, it's funny how there are certain lines, and if you look at some of the other trees, they have the exact same ones. And it's not markers to see the property, so it just kind of strikes me as odd.
Are you texting from the cemetery? Are you twittering inside holy ground? You blaspheming child.
Her brother was conceived in a cemetery.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, fair enough.
Dylan.
Oh. Ooh, and it is cold, gang. Getting down there into the 30s. We're going to go ahead and get back in the truck. Look at those two deviant women in there.